Today we'll be talking about
Mito Aino from Magia Record. You know the drill. I am too lazy to make the right introduction, so let's get on with the information, shall we? Mito Aino is a 14-year-old base-type magical girl. She is 155 centimeters in height, with her hair and eyes both being light brown. She comes from Daito Ward in Kamihama City. Mito no Soul Gem is a light brown 4-leaf clover located on her cloak as a fastening. Her weapon is a bow, and her wish in double is Akaiky, and her wish is to connect people's hearts. I want the power to connect hearts. She goes to Kamihama City University of Frail School, and she's in the 8th grade. Her magical girl element is the forest element, and her ability is to connect hearts. You can understand what the other person thinks, but the more people you connect, the more you feel. An innocent and carefree magical girl, Mito isn't afraid to be herself. She usually is laid back, but there are times when she says things that cut to the core. Mito lives in the same apartment complex as Layla and Seika, her 2 childhood friends who she truly treasures. The Doppel of Unity, its form is a coat. The master of this doppel wishes for beautiful friendships to last for eternity. This doppel answers that desire by compressing everything it captures into a single concentrated lump, which turns into an unbreakable crystal that will shine for thousands of years. Attacks by the doppel are made by crystallizing its master's emotions, but continued use of this power causes even the master's memories to harden, making it possible to create new ones. Mito heads to Kamihama City's Minagi Ward with Lila Ibuki and Seika Kumi. The girls decide to go to visit the ocean. Mito wanted to swim, but the girls didn't bring swimsuits. Mito suggests swimming in their clothes, but the other girls tell her off. Mito finds a plant native to the area, but doesn't know its name until Konomi Hirana appears and says what it is. Konomi introduces herself and says she's in their business, as she works in the flower shop. Lilia quickly thinks Konomi is like Mito. Konomi says Seika looks angry, but she's just nervous around strangers. Konomi invites the girls into the store when it opens. Later, the girls go there and find Konomi working alone. Konomi says she has helpers, but they're running late. It's revealed that her helpers, Kane Akino and Kako Natsume, are chasing down a familiar. Unaware that Mito and company are magical girls, Konomi doesn't say anything about it. Konomi soon finds herself buried in customers. Mito decides to help Konomi and volunteers her friends to help as well. Seika worked it behind the scenes, while Mito and Layla helped it with the customers. Eventually, Kako and Kane finally arrive. Mito is surprised to find she goes to the same school as them. Afterwards, Konomi thanks the 2 girls for the help and says her group can take care of things. Konomi asks them to visit the shop again and gives them a shop card. Later, Mito gets an idea. She visits Konomi, Kane, and Kako in the flower shop and explains that she's a real nature lover. Konomi says they're making a flower birthday cake and invites Mito to help make it. Mito then explains that she wanted their help because she needs to get Seika something for her birthday. Kanomi then gets an idea and thinks that they should make a herbarium, a jar with preserved plants. Kanomi says that they can use as gifts and suggests Mito make some for her friends and herself. Mito eagerly agrees. Mito thinks that she should make something blue for Seika, red for Lilia, and green for her. Kanomi suggests that each jar should have all 3 colors. The girls pick up flowers for Lilia and Seika, while Mito suggests clovers for herself. Kanomi says that they have to pick the clovers themselves, and suggests a place they can all go to. The girls head back to Minagi World where Kanomi tries to find a clover patch she saw. Kane thinks someone cut the clovers away and suggests they split up to look for more. She searches. Mito begins digging. It's an acorn hunting. In the past, Mito told her friends she could hear the acorn's voice, but in the present thinks it's more like she wanted to hear it. She then senses something and stumbles onto a familiar that's been picking clovers. Mito attempts to fight the familiar, but she can't do it alone. She then is aided by Kanomi, Kane, and Kaku, who reveal themselves as magical girls. Kane says magical girls really are connected. The 4 girls destroy the familiar. Afterwards, Mito gives her gifts to Seika and Layla and wishes Seika a happy birthday. She promises to give them a new herbarium every year, now that she has friends to help make them. Her first name, Mito, with Ming means beautiful, and To meaning person. Together, Mito means beautiful person in Japanese, and her last name, Aino, means phase and field respectfully. Fact 1. She may be a reference to Robin Hood due to the green-colored theme and the overall mirror look to her design, and the fact she has a weapon which functions both as a bow and a blade may also be a reference to Robin's trademark weapons. Fact 2. Her soul gem is clover-shaped. Clovers are commonly said to be symbols of good fortune and hope. Considering she wanted to connect people, this may make some sense, since why her soul gem is this shape. Considering that she wanted to bring happiness back to her friends. Fact 3. Her doppel's name, Akaiky, is a Russian name which means meek, no evil, innocent. The name may reflect from her kind nature to return. Based on the doppel's description, it's also a reference to The Overcoat, a famous Russian short story starring a main character named Akaiky, which can also be translated to Akaiky. The story tells of a man named Akaiky Akakievich Basmashkin, a government worker who has often been mocked by his peers about his threadbare overcoat. He goes to his tailor who had told him that the overcoat could not be fixed and he needed to buy a new one. With this, he decides to save up money in order to purchase a new overcoat. After he bought the new overcoat, he eventually became the talk of the office since the overcoat was crafted with a very high quality materials. On his walk, however, Akaiky's overcoat was stolen. He would ask the authorities to help look for the new coat, but to no avail. Akaiky soon fell deathly ill and died, now roaming the streets of St. Petersburg as a ghost, stealing people's overcoats. Fact 4. Mito's Japanese voice actor is Maria Naganara, who you may know for voicing Kanakamui in Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maiden, Kamako in Konosuba Season 2, a platelet in Cells at Work, Nazuna Hiratashi in BNA Brand New Animal, and another Mito being Mito Fujinori in Yuki Yuna is a Hero, a Sparkling Flower. She is also the Japanese voice actor for Tiki in Miraculous Ladybug, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. And that is Mito Aino. Next time we'll go over Kokoro Obane, so see you next time when I get there. Bye!